Hello everybody, I'm Raphael Perry and it's time for some more Iratus, Lord of the Dead. Now before continuing, I have played a little bit on another save, not very far, and I've discovered, hey look, the mortuary's already built, so I'm going to put this skeleton in here and let him heal up during the next fight. It would be nice to also finish some other stuff, but for now let's head back to the dungeon. Now, looking at this map, both these paths lead to the same place, and they both contain one event and one fight, and then they get to here. Then they loop round to here. However, this path gets me a nice little steal and can go to the same place. However, of course, I'm wanting to avoid the elite squads. If I go this way, if I come in this way, I'm meeting one. If I come in this way, I'm meeting one. If I come in this way, I am still meeting one. So I'm meeting one whichever way I go. So the question then becomes, which of these other paths is better? I can't come down this way, I can only go up this way. So these two paths will get me to one of these, but this will get me there much quicker.
Imprisonment, I am a rather impatient necromancer.
And whichever of these I take, when I get here I will have to go up, whereas going this way, when I get here I will have the choice of routes. And since this essentially locks me into, well, it locks me out of this whole, these two routes here, and this doesn't, because I could still go this way. I'm going this way because it offers me more choice. Now, we have an option. One of the nice things about Iratus is there's a lot of these option pop-up things when exploring the dungeon. So we can have Iratus gain experience or minions gain experience. Now, I don't know how much of a level 4 points is worth for a minion, but I do know that 200 experience is rather good for Iratus, so I'm going to go with that.
My conquest is not yet complete.
And you'll see portions of a map are now greyed out as those options are unavailable to me. However, we have a nice gambling chip. All enemies regain 20 vigor until gain 20 extra vigor until the battle ends, but Iratus gains 6 additional common parts after victory. That would be really good for building minions, and probably good earlier on in the level. But I am looking for, yes, this. So we can level up a minion with these brains. It looks like a stack of 3, it's not, it's a single level 3 item. And the skills now have multiple versions as they level up. I bet he hasn't healed because it wasn't a fight, he hasn't healed because it was not a fight. But we now have 2 talent points, so we're going to take the Sorrow spell.
I can't wait to try this out.
And we're going to take the Blood Curse.
So my dark powers return to me.
And we're going to want our zombie back later on. We're going to want our skeleton back. But we're also going to want to build some more of these. So skeleton, skeleton, 2 Dark Knights, 2 skeletons, and a Banshee. Plus we might want to expand on some of these buildings, but that's nice, right? That's nice. Let's head back to the map and head on towards our next fight with our full squad, and we'll see how they fare. And I'll try and pay a bit more attention to minion skills and stats, because they are quite different to the old alpha build. Now, something very notable about the Headhunter is I'm pretty sure this cleaver used to be an axe in the alpha build, and now it's a cleaver. Now the Headhunter is Mr. Random Target. Attack 2 random enemies, damage to a random enemy and pull them to the front, deal stress damage to a random enemy, mark a position. So you can mark enemies and you can mark positions. If you mark positions, you can pull people into the position or push them into a position that's marked so that the thing happens to them and control who it ends up being on. If you mark a person, the mark moves with them and stays on them. So yeah, some skills mark enemies, some skills mark positions. Bloody Harvest hits everybody, moves him forwards 2, comes from the back. Okay, so that's a good recovery skill. And then Bounty, which costs Wrath. Wrath is this nice new red, orangey thing that fills in around the edge of a mana globe. Deals a lot of damage. So something I've noticed is that very rarely does a skill deal 100% damage. Very often like 50%, 60% or something. It is possible to upgrade skills to the Headhunter to make him much more precise, but we're going to attack 2 random enemies and eat our way through their blocks. Now, are these going to move a lot? Now, this game doesn't make a distinction between moving and being moved. Personally, as far as I'm concerned, if you are moving, you're moving of your own volition. Being moved is being moved against your, consent or intent. And there is a difference. I mean, like falling, right? But that's another discussion for another game and has been had many a time. It's like, the difference is that if you are moving, the enemy's ready for it. If you are being moved, they might not be as ready, depending on if they've set up some complicated combo or not. But for now, we're going to go with no! And deal stress to any enemy that moves, or is moved. Then, we'll use Futile Hopes. No, they don't have a lot of buffs here. In which case, let's go for a straight up sword attack. It got rid of a block, so it's better than nothing. Okay, that's bad. That's bad news. Oh, and he's stunned as well. That is bad. Okay, so we're going to pull you to the front, and then you can get hit by big stress. There we go. So, the stress mechanic in this game is interesting, in that you can literally frighten the humans to death. Now, in the alpha build, terrifying them to death would grant it would grant souls, which would then be used to purchase Iratus' level upgrades. Whereas now, of course, that's all done through an experience system, so I'm not sure what scaring them to death will achieve. This is actually pretty bad. So let's go hit him with even more stress. Also, this game includes expletives, apparently. We're having a bit of a hard time with this fight, unfortunately. And until he gets unstunned, there's not a lot we can do about it. Yep, saw that one coming. Okay, let's hit... He's going to run away next turn. This indicator is really useful, so we're going to cast Blood Curse, because he will run away and turn into a vampire and come back to join us. Yeah, that's right. Now, because she deals pretty much all stress, we're going to hit him with stress as well. The problem about them running away, of course, is we don't get body parts for it, and now we're going to use Abyssal Hunger, which will cost 65 Wrath. Damage every enemy, and he will recover a lot of health. Now, the Dark Knight has always been one of the most tanky minions. 6 to 12, how much health has he got? Because we don't want to kill him. He has 18 health. Okay, good. Let's do it. Great, I mean, it's better than nothing. You can cause stress to him. And then we'll have a vampire joining us at the end of the fight. But for now, we want to make it through this alive. There's a lot of... He can take a lot of stress, and we want to start working him down a bit. Okay, warded is good.
Your frail bodies fail you.
And we lose a minion. Most unfortunate. Oh, I'm going to have to build another one now. Now that's actually more meaningful now that minions gain levels, because previously they didn't gain levels and they never learned anything. Now though, they have to be taken much more seriously, and wow, he missed completely. Just go in for the kill. Or as much of a kill as you can get. Can I... Yes, we're going to get some mana back. Because we might, even if we play this one out slowly enough, might even be able to get another vampire. However... I like the way he just lifts up his helmet there and terrifies him with the fact that he hasn't got a face.
As you were in life, you will be worth something in death.
Alright. Okay, sure, just do extra stress from everyone. Now, this party was more of a stress party. The Headhunter didn't really contribute much towards that stress portion of the party himself. Oh great, he's gone berserk. Yeah, -10 to do that, that's a problem. Because sometimes they just lay into our guys. Right. Was he debuffed? He's not debuffed, that's unfortunate. Okay. Now the Dark Knight's Dark Tithe used to debuff an ally. So there was a synergy between him and the mummy. That is not so much the case now. Okay, look, we're just going to try and kill you real hard. We're trying to save our mummy here. But it's not easy. Okay, let's try and just do that.
This is what
yeah.
1,000 years of evolution looks like. Yeah, pathetic.
Scared to death. Right. -10 luck? Yeah, sure. Why not?
Ah, your frail bodies fail.
Hey, perfect! So we gain a vampire. Well, a vampiress, technically. Our skeleton is healed, and we've got some builder points. So first off, let's get our skeleton back. And our zombie. We want our skeleton back. Put the vampire over there. Where's our zombie? He's over here, being a zombie. So I'll put him back in that team ready to fight. Then we'll put the mummy in here for healing. And then we need Dark Knights and skeletons. What can we build? We can build a skeleton. Let's build a skeleton.
Humans become much sturdier when you strip them of their vital organs.
Is that so? We want to dig up body parts and make more minions. We got Dead Lake makes items. I'm not sure if those are items we can give to minions or items we can give to Iratus. Extra wrath at the beginning of each battle. That would allow us to power through. +3 experience. Again, we don't have a relative scale of how much one experience point is worth. I can't mouse over this and see a number. Maybe that's 10. And then, you know, another 10 a level. That is 30. In that case, 3 would be a third of a level. Well, do we have another level? We do! Excellent! What do we want to do with this? So, alchemy does things... Okay, so this would make the mummies better. This would make the liches better, which are currently locked. Skeletons better. Now, some of these other branches used to have things that improved minions as well. Banshees. Wraiths. Dark Knights. Oh, interesting, okay. Well, that just powers them up all completely, doesn't it? There's the zombie. Okay. And I did like this flaming skull spell, so yeah, I'm going to grab it.
Rather, remembering what was forgotten.
It's been a long time dead. His memories are slowly returning to him. However, what can we do here? One of these makes Iratus recover memories quicker, and it's this one, the library. So can we make another? No, we can't. So we're going to need some pieces. Also, we have better ectoplasm and a better heart, which we can use. Where are we? Yes, we can. We can use those to improve a minion. And not here. Okay, let's see. Heart would be... well, the vampire. The vampiress. What would the heart give her? Accuracy and armor. We'll do that because she's... we can't build her. Okay. We can build the other minions. And it may be worth using these level ups on one of them on her. I think I want to take a little time to think about her skills. But for now, let's put her in... Wait. Digging up body parts. We got you in there. This will give us extra mana. Sure, we can do that. And then we can put you in here for extra build points. Hooray! In which case, let's progress... Wait. Artifacts? Yes. Now I'm going to make use of this.
It embellishes my undead features, no?
Let's hope it doesn't make the next fight too difficult. Oh, hey, we had level points. Yeah, do I want to... These don't seem additive. They seem to be a strict total. I'm thinking we want to swap these two round because of some of her skills not being usable from the back row. Like Flames of Love. Whose skills do we want to improve? Now, I know the knight has less health than the skeleton, but he has far more armor. I'm gonna go with improving the skeleton, actually. And many skills can be modified. So Smite, 2 attacks at half damage, extra attack for each buff. That's the alpha version that I'm used to, and that is 4% chance to immediately kill a non-boss. I'm going to go with this one, Smite the Show-Offs. It even has the old name. Embrace Mediocrity, 30 and 30 and 15, 30 and 40. So in this one the target takes more stress damage, in this one the skeleton takes less damage. Astounding Fortitude. Oh, also these are improving stats. So for armor, 6 and 6 stress damage, 8 and 8 health. I'll go with the stress damage.
I might as well climb back into my tomb.
And our skeleton is now a level 3 skeleton. Which means he's the super skeleton who's going to be crushed to bits and utterly destroyed. But let us continue. Oh look, what's this? An ancient grave. containing... Ooh! We could have a banshee, one of these or one of those. Those we can't build yet. This is nice. We'll take you, my dear. Whatever you are. All your masks. Lost soul. Now this I've seen before on the Discord server, but I haven't seen her in-game. A lost soul is a spirit that has been trapped on the mortal plane for so long that they have forgotten what they looked like when they were still alive. This can be accelerated with some brainwashing. Such souls can then be infused with necromantic energy and used as agents of deception. Taught to delight in lies and betrayal, these spirits take on the form of masked women that trick and lure mortals to their doom. Now, let's see, we have Inspire Heroics, a stress attack. Target and enemies standing behind them. Targets gain... So, it does improve their accuracy. But I suppose it's a high amount of stress. Benevolent Spirit.
Have no need for
Ooh.
rest, and neither do I.
She can heal allies. Start of the next turn, attacks target. Oh! Heals them and they deal damage. Hang on. At the start of the next turn, attacks for wait, what? So she heals them, but next turn she attacks them and hits them harder. That's dodgy. That's So that heals for more. That harms for less. So why would I do that? I suppose it's to keep the ally fighting that little bit longer. Misleading Beauty deals damage to an enemy, but boosts them up. So there's a lot of improving enemies. These are all double-edged swords here.
Climb back into my tomb.
Stream of Delusion. Stress attack hits all enemies for low damage and improves their initiative. Dubious Boon. Oh, great. The target gains +2 wards but deals 25% less damage for the next 2 actions. Hey, that's not a bad trade-off, actually. And Sudden Reality. Removes all buffs and debuffs from enemies. The Lost Souls allies gain +1 damage until the battle ends for each buff or debuff removed this way. Okay. So she is a complicated creature. Let us press on towards our next battle. Here we go now. I see at least a miner in there, and this could get nasty. Alright. Alright, what do we want to do here? I'm thinking of ways we can get that mana back, and I've thought of a few. I don't think we're going to get to cast Blood Curse this fight. Flaming Skull will be fun though. Ooh, nice. Now he's on fire. Let's use Unnerving Fortitude to make our skeletons super tanky and deal stress damage to anyone that attacks it. Now... Oh, we can't use Overwatch from a forward position anymore. That is interesting. In that case, we shall think of Iratus, her dear lost love. The god she worships. You can just imagine when Iratus was making the bride, his master was like, Iratus, is that really what you're doing? He said, oh yes, I'm you know, a young Iratus. Oh yes, I'm going to make a lady, and she's going to have not very many clothes on, and she's going to love me, because that's going to be wicked, isn't it? That's going to be ace, it's going to be brill. I'm so evil. And his master would say, oh, Iratus, really, is that the best idea you can come up with? And he said, well, yes, I mean, that's the best idea ever, isn't it? No, Iratus, sometimes I wonder why I ever took you on in the first place. Oh, it's because I have brilliant ideas like this. Well, I suppose you do have some sort of latent talent. Ah ha ha, latent with a capital B. Ha ha ha. That's not even how you spell latent, Iratus. Oh my goodness, why did I ever take you on? Okay. So there's no slave driver, so I don't think these are going to have too many buffs applied, so Futile Hopes is not as useful. I think we're just going to go for a straight sword attack. There we go. And a bombardment. Yes! He's going to load up his great mortar there and prepare to unload on them. Oh, that was nasty. Yeah, take some stress damage. Take that, you bony shits, says the miner. Nice. Oh, that skeleton's getting a bit of a walloping. Have to do something about that. Ow! It's almost as if their criticals go right through his armour. Sure. I mean, that wasn't ideal. Let's set you on fire some more. Nice. Yeah, that's right, you hit the Dark Knight. He's got an armor rating. Ooh, nasty. Minus 30 accuracy, that's bad. My god, how do we keep this skeleton alive? Well, it's in as much as it can be considered to be alive. Alright. He is burning for 6 to 8. He's got 23 health left. 12 and 6 is 18, 24. So it wouldn't kill him. But it would significantly weaken everyone else. Then, if we set you on fire that little bit more, there we go. And then start burning you. How can we heal our skeleton? We basically can't.
Flash, chomp, crush, break the bones.
Now, is it worth trying to terrify anyone? No, I think we just go in for the attacks here, really. This is probably folly. Oh, charming. My shift will kill me before you do. That's basically an insult, isn't it? Oh, that's not good. We can work with that, though. Bloody hell. Alright. Ignores armor. Doesn't ignore wards, though. We're going to go for... He's not burning anymore. Right. We'll fix that. Oh my goodness. Bloody hell. Okay, well, we may lose this fight. Come on, zombie. Be less rubbish.
This one voided its bowels just as it died.
Alright. At least from the front she can... yeah, I'm losing this one. There's no coming back from this, really. I might get to kill one or two more of them, but these miners just hit ridiculously hard.
That used to be one of you.
Okay. Let's just shoot him. I don't think we get to keep Roth between fights. So we might as well make good use of it while we can. And we want to be moving you back, lady. There we go. Should probably die now anyway.
More will come.
Yep. Now we have the lone zombie trapped in the front where he's not at his best. But you never know. Yeah, die. Oh, almost. You know what, we can set you on fire. And we can set you on fire as well. Maybe that'll work a little bit. I mean, 1, 2, he's still standing. Does he die from the flames? No! That's our zombie probably gone. Yeah. Oh well.
Even a necromancer can suffer from the occasional bout of ill fortune.
Now there's a really unfortunate downside to that, which is when we go and fight them next, we're not going to get any of the stuff from the ones who died in the first round of combat. And he hasn't healed after... Oh, victory! Oh, great. Okay, well, look, we're just going to have to pop you in here then. See if we can make any more minions, which we can't. So we're now on a bit of a nasty losing streak. That was most unfortunate. We'll have to build a party and say, oh, look at this, we have a party. Leaving the mummy in there to heal up. Are you better in position 2 or 3? 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Kind of... Okay. So the vampire skills I imagine will have all changed as well. But let's give her a level because she is something precious we want to look after. Okay, bite is for basic physical attack. Stun or... Also critical chance, 15, so I'd go up to 18. 18's getting kind of high, it would deal a lot more damage. But we'll go for the stuns. Blood strike, physical attack deals some damage. Moves her forwards. Returning strike deals more damage. Blood salvo, 2 targets. Okay, blood offering. Does damage to her, and so that's blood for Roth. That's blood for Roth and mana. That is Roth.
The dead have no need for rest, and neither do I.
More blood for more Roth. Right. Hysteria. Target loses 20% of its current vigor. Boss is minus 10. Vampire loses 15. Okay. Berserk. So target loses much more health and gains a damage buff. Ignores ward. Vampire loses less vigor. Target loses a bit more health. Or specs. All attacks against the target ignore block and ward until the battle ends. That'd be good against bosses. Ignores block and ward. Target loses accuracy. Target loses evasion. Right, and we can't improve this one. So, I'm thinking... special moves.
Despite my millennia of imprisonment, I am a rather impatient necromancer.
Oh yeah, sure. Blood offering, totally. So... I'm going to go with the safer of the 2 options for now. There we go. And we must try and fight these enemies once again, after which I'll probably be ending the episode. I don't think I'm going to get scare these to death, do you? Right. It deals damage to a target and enemy standing behind it. I mean, it's a stress attack, so sure. Okay. Let's go for some more stress damage. Get some of that health back.
One by one, life vanishes from this world.
You'll note how she bites with her dagger. I think that's an old animation from the alpha for a slightly different skill. Yeah, we'll just kill him. We're not going to get much out of this, unfortunately.
You know, if this keeps up, I'll be done purging the world ahead of schedule.
Philosopher's Stone and no Harry Potter nitwit in sight. So our mummy is now healed. The Banshee has gained a level. And most importantly, what can we make? We can make a few things. Well, we lost a zombie. Let's make a zombie.
They will be expecting cannon fodder, but I will give them cannons instead.
It would be nice to get our skeleton back as well, but we can't do that. No talent points yet. Another Banshee or a Wraith. Well, let's get a Wraith, because we haven't used him in this version yet, apart from for building purposes. What could we build with a Wraith? It was one of these, wasn't it? Well, okay. Let's take those levels. Dark Tide, it gains mana, gains more mana, gains Wrath. Does that replace the mana gain completely? I'm not sure. And receives a buff. 80, 60, 60. So what's the difference here? The only difference here is that he gains armor instead of horror. Okay. 50%, 50%, but more base, double the base damage, but this is based on his armor and gives him armor. I'm going to go for this. And then you, I'm going to go for the stance. Give her health, gains 1 block and 1 ward, that's pretty good. Ignores ward is also good, but we don't have that many enemies with ward yet, so I'm going to go for that. There we go. We can't make a 4th one to go here, so we're looking at this party for our next mission. Also, because we have catching up to do, let's put you here, you here, and you here. And with that, I'm going to end the episode. I've been Raphael Perry. I hope you've all enjoyed this one, and I'll look forward to seeing you all in the next one. I'll say bye-bye for now, and cheerio!